suppose that's me this time. I'm allowed to also share some slides. Let me see. Right, so we've got some initial results for you for this study weekend, just to give you some ideas what's happened. So first of all, we've had some late night production going on, so I want to show you the outcomes. So that's the crafty crystallographers. They have been very busy knitting and crocheting and I don't know what last night. So we've got a pair of mittens, a pair of socks and a blanket for a toy horse. And I'm sure the people responsible for the production are happy to share the designs if anyone is interested. However, what I found very interesting, because I quickly dropped into the session last night, was the distribution of people that was sitting there and was busy knitting away. It was almost all ladies. So I was wondering, going back to our very first talk, what is going on? What have we done? And so just to let it sit there and you can think about it, I also want to give you a couple of proposals for perhaps the next online meeting, if we have one. I hope we don't, but if it happens to be, then perhaps we can have something like musical MX. So I do know that quite a few crystallographers play an instrument. Perhaps if it next time we can do the knitting with some background music. And also a shed secret. So if you do something else, then the crafty crystallographers usually do. If you have some other activities, please join us in the shed secrets. And these are just, so ideas if we're stuck again online. But never mind that. We've got some other things for you. So a few stats we've gathered. So our total number of registered participants as of, I think this morning, was 1,088. And of that, 63% were researchers, so passed their first degree at least, usually passed their PhD, I would say. Yeah, PhD, that's what we said. And then 37% of you were students, where I mean undergrads or PhD students. So that's our distribution for career stage. We've also seen that on Wednesday, the maximum number of unique viewers was 754. Now, I don't know about the past statistics, if we've broken a record, but it looks pretty good to me. And we've also had 587 unique ones yesterday. For today, I don't know. I think we're still waiting for the stats. And basically concurrent, so constantly being online, we're 440. So I think that's pretty decent numbers, considering that when we have it in person, the lecture theatre only holds 400 people. So I think we've beaten that record. Also nice to know is where people came from. So we had like 42 people, 42 different countries on Wednesday and 44 on Thursday. Today, again, I don't know. We're still waiting for the numbers to come in. And on the whole, 804 of us were active Slack members, so posting pictures or questions and chatting away. I think that's quite impressive. And the other thing we've got is some things for you to remember. So the question has come up a few times: how long are the videos available for? Well, basically, as long as we want to. I think when CCP4 runs out of disk space or doesn't want to maintain it any longer, the videos will be taken down. But I think certainly not within the next year. The availability of Slack. So the license we've got lets us use the Slack until the 8th of February. So any projects you've discussed on Slack, you will be able to follow up until the 8th of February, or you get in contact outside with whoever you started working with. And here, just for you to remember, are the link to the website, Slack and Twitter again. So if you get lost, just open this video and you will find the details. And then I'm also allowed to give the back thank you to everybody. So this is to all you participants. to all our speakers and all our chairs, and everyone who was involved with What's New, Lunchtime Bites, and so on and so forth. Normally, we would at that point also give out some bouquets of flowers and chocolate and wine and I don't know what. Unfortunately, we can't do that this year, so I just popped some pictures in. I hope they will do. I'm sorry, Karen. I think we may find a way of deliver it afterwards. So for those of you who are not really aware of it, so Karen is the person who's done really everything and more. So she's the one who was in contact with everybody and did all of the big organizing in the background. And this is a really big thank you to her because it's incredibly hard work. Esme and Georgia have helped her along. And then we've got Laura, Gassan, Andy, and Stuart, all from the technical team. So they set us up with the Zoom links and Slack, and made sure that all the presentations sort of worked, the videos were looked after. I know we had hiccups, but I think they've done an incredible job. It's not easy to connect and work it all out over many time zones as well. So I think there's a brilliant job there. And then more organization from the core team, and in particular Ronan, Villa, who are looking after, or Willow looking after Lunchtime Bites, and Ronan again very busy with organizing all of the channels and different rooms and places within Slack. Ralph from Diamond, who organized the user meeting. And then we've got Ivo and heading the working group too, and the core team again, sort of like all working in the background. And another two there at the bottom, Ben and John, again from the technical side, who help with Slack. And anyone I have forgotten the name, forgotten they were involved because it was so busy over the last few weeks. And with that,